Hi, Leo. Welcome into your reading. Okay, let's see what's going on. First week of July, shall we? All right. Let me back this up a little so you can see the cards more clearly. Universe, Angel, Spirit Guides, what's going on this week from my beautiful Leos, please? What's the situation for Leos? First week of July. Too many. Please narrow it down. Thank you. Guess it doesn't want to narrow it down. Oh, it's not too bad. Let's see what this is saying here. Three of Wands, the World. Page of Wands, Knight of Wands. That's a lot of wands. Jeez, Leo. You're living in your element here. The World, starting a new chapter. Three of Wands, waiting for something to come in to you. Page of Wands, being curious to see what else is out there. Knight of Wands, taking action but not seriously. Okay, as a combination, you're in this place right now where you have ended a chapter, Leo, and you're moving forward. But the way you're moving forward is you got one eye looking behind you and the other eye wandering and being casual. I say this because of the Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You're totally ready to be spring forwarding into your future. But I think as you're doing this, Leo, you're definitely starting a new chapter. That's a fact. But you're also waiting for someone or something. I don't know if this is a job or a relationship or a person. But you're also curious to see what else is out there. Like, where else can the grass be greener than where it is right in front of me? All right. And then you have this Knight of Wands. You're being casual, non-committal. You're in, you're out. You're going to party. You're not saying a clean. You're like, bye. But you're also looking for something. Keeping your eyes peeled in regards to someone or something. I don't know if that's an ex or you're just trying to get info. What's coming towards my Leos, please? Got a lot of knights. Ace of Cups. Wow. The Lovers. Four of Swords. Eight of Swords. You're meeting somebody brand new, but you're tied up with a lover. Unless the lover is new. But for the group of you guys, it looks like you will be meeting somebody new. But you're also in the middle of something with a lover. Because you definitely feel stuck. I don't know, Leo. Looks complicated if you ask me. Four of Swords. You're healing from something. Maybe you're healing from the lover. I'm going to see when I clarify this stuff. But you're definitely healing. You feel like you're mentally stuck, like you're trapped. You can't really go forward. And there is an Ace of Cups. You are meeting somebody brand new in regards to love. And then you have the lover. I'm pretty sure with you being casual from the position before, the lover is here. Knight of Cups. Somebody's definitely asking you out to talk on an emotional level, but behind that is the devil. You are definitely doing or encouraging something that could be toxic. No, I'm not. No, I'm not encouraging the devil. It keeps coming to me. Well, that's a vibe and an energy that's out there. If you're showing the universe that you're committed to growth, health, wanting a healthy relationship, or you're in this place where you're finding yourself, the universe is going to match and like. So, the devil doesn't do things to us. We do things to us. By saying negative things to ourselves or allowing negative energy into our world can easily be dismissed. But that's work. That takes a lot of work and courage from our side. I'm not saying you don't have it. By all means, you have it in spades, Leo. But it's also being able to recognize it. Okay, so let's move forward and see what Leo doesn't see coming their way, please. the Chariot, Cancer energy. You, oh, by the way, for major arcanas, you have Gemini here, Cancer, Sagittarius so far. Okay, the Chariot and the Three of Swords. Oh, and then the Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, and Strength. Oh, this looks so... It's like heartbreaking, Leo, for me to see this with you. You're definitely dealing with something that's heartbreaking for you. You know, something heartbreaking can be as easy as like losing a job or, you know, losing the faith of your boss or your colleagues. It's heartbreaking. Of course, it can be a breakup from a love situation. Along with the Three of Swords. That's my second three. So when I have 2 threes in a reading, we are talking about a third party situation, or we are talking about a third angle. Now, with that said, here for you, you're definitely trying to heal. You're so heartbroken, but at the same token, you're trying not to focus on the pain. Oops, sorry. You're trying not to focus on the pain. You're trying to focus on your agenda, your mission. Regardless of the positive and the negative outside your window of your bus that you're driving on your path and your journey, you're driving right past it and you're driving right through it, Leo. So it's kind of one of those moments that, like, while you're living your life, while you're having your day to day, you have these moments where that sadness, that heartbreak comes in because you're reflecting. Not that that's a bad thing, that's actually a good thing, because as you acknowledge this pain, you do start to feel the hurt and why you're hurting, which brings on the healing a lot faster. Now we're going to clarify and see what's going on, but I do see the Four of Pentacles and Strength at the bottom of the deck. You are holding on to someone or something. Something can be job, can be money, can be a relationship, but at the same token, you're also resisting somebody's plea to ask you out and talk to you. Interesting. What is the advice here, please? Queen of Pentacles, the Moon, 10 of Wands, Ace of Wands, the Tower. Scorpio energy here, Pisces energy. The back of your mind is having some passionate new beginning here, but you need to be cautious at this point in time. You really need to find your focus to stabilize yourself, okay, with the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, we're in the advice position, so I want everybody to understand why these cards are here. It's asking you, in order for you to love and be loved, you also need to be nurturing, caring, stable, grounded. Understood that you have this passionate new beginning lingering at the back of your mind, but you kind of don't want it to turn toxic either. So with the Moon card here, you don't have all the facts. You don't have all the information, Leo. There's things going on behind the scenes. This could be like managers talking about you behind your back. Maybe not necessarily negative. It could be positive. They're like, oh, you know what? I think I like Sue for that position. Or I like Leah for that. You don't know what's going on. Or Leah's such a hot mess. Why don't we put Sue in that position? You being Sue. If this is in regards to love, you don't know what's going on in your lover, your person, or the new person to come along. You have no idea what's going on in their personal life either. There's things going on, so you need to be cautious at this point in time. The 10 of Wands. You're burdened, you're exhausted, you're tired, but do not give up, Leo. You're almost at the finish line of where you want to be. All right, and then the Tower. Something fell apart. Something was heavy. Something just didn't work out, and you need to let it go. So this is a lot. This is a lot. So let's recap this as far as advice is concerned, Leo. In order for you to find your stability, you really need to move forward cautiously. Something fell apart, and you need to let it go. All right, and in order for you to go into this passion in your beginning, you really need to go in a way where it's not going to turn into something toxic. Have the passion, have the chemistry, but make sure that if you want stability in this, that this doesn't turn into a fling. And if it is, advise as much. And that's it. Just be cautious. Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. In order for you to move forward in a healthy kind of way, or stable kind of way, you know that you need to sacrifice something. You're going to have a bittersweet moment. Okay. It's like me leaving my corporate job. I knew I had to make a sacrifice to do this full time. I couldn't do this full time. I was a weekend reader. That's why I never did Leo readings. So now, in order for me to commit, I had to sacrifice something. What did I have to commit? A huge chunk of my time in my career, which was corporate, and I let it go. So these are the sacrifices we make. But it has to come with the understanding that although it becomes a mental jungle, did I make the right decision? Am I going to make money? Will I be okay? Am I going to be happy? All these things that run through your head, as long as you go slowly and cautiously, it doesn't mean that you can't make mistakes as you go forward. Leo, it's like a little child, a little baby. Doesn't think for a second. It's never not going to walk. It gets up and it falls multiple times. But as it falls, it never, ever crosses their mind that they're not going to get up and walk. They know they will. It's just only a matter of time. It is the same concept. As long as you are cautious and you want stability in your life, you just need to keep going. Don't give up. 10 of Wands. Now, and making the sacrifices necessary. It's like cutting off dead leaves so this can grow. Yeah, my plant might look thin and anemic, but it'll get healthy eventually. It will grow full leaves. What is the outcome of the week, please? This might be too many. It's too many for me. Trim it down for the outcome, please. Outcome of the week. It's like your cards want to say a big story for you this week, Leo. It's like the beginning of a new chapter. It definitely is a new chapter. It's just about the way you're going about it. And it's interesting because you're getting so many opportunities too at the same time. Oh, look at that. 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I love that. Oh, I really love what's coming. I see a lot of luck coming your way, Leo. I really do. I tried to keep it trimmed down. Not at all. Justice, the Emperor, Libra, Aries, the Hangman, Pisces again, and 5 of Wands in reverse, 9 of Pentacles. Okay, I like this. So it looks like your blocks and obstacles with the 5 of Wands in reverse looks like they're going to drop. Your issues and your problems will kind of subside. I believe even though you're stuck or you feel like you're handicapped, you're going to start seeing something from a different perspective. And why is because some karmic justice comes in. I don't know if you're dealing with the legal system, but if you are, it's going to be a fair, balanced, honest decision between all parties involved. Some of you could be dealing also with an Aries. Doesn't have to be. This could be a parent, like a father, or somebody you're dealing with, Aries energy, that's larger than life. Whatever issues or blocks or obstacles you're having here, you're starting to get some justice. There's karmic correction here. All right, maybe your person comes back, unclear, but you're still single. You're still doing something alone here. So let's start clarifying, because this is a huge reading. I do see 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Universe, Angel, Spirit Guides, Knight of Wands, Page of Wands. What's going on here in the situation? The World. That was the 9 of Swords. Let me see how it landed. And that one too. Well, the Star came out. And Page of Cups. Let me get these two cards, guys. All right, so this is good. You have the Page of Pentacles in reverse and the Nine of Swords in reverse. You are remaining positive and hopeful. The good news is you're not staying in your head. Although you had this like stress and anxiety, you're not more on the nervous side. You're dealing with it. You're dealing with some heartache. You're dealing with some pain. You're remaining positive and hopeful as you move on to a new chapter in your life. So you refuse to sit there and not do anything. I do see some texting though between you and someone. Maybe an ex, somebody from your past. What's the Lovers, the Four of Swords, you healing? See, as you heal the Four of Swords, because you're no longer stressing. You're dealing with the pain, but you're feeling the pain. You're really feeling it. And then you have the Ace of Cups, new love. Please clarify this for Leo. Eight of Pentacles. I think you're trying to keep your focus on work or working something out. But you are feeling stuck with some kind of lover here. And then you have this fresh new start in love that comes in. You might meet them from work. You eventually end up leaving because you put something in your mind, Leo, and you're saying to yourself, no, this is what I'm doing and I'm keeping my focus on that. And that's where I'm going to go. Speaking of Chariot, the Chariot is in the next position with the Three of Swords. Please clarify this. So as you move forward, you're feeling the feels. You're feeling the pain. You're processing. You're dealing with it. But you're also weighing your pros and cons in regards to something. You're like, I could easily be just as happy. I mean, I love this. You do have an Ace of Cups here again. I think you are going forward with this fresh new start in love, but I'm only concerned that it doesn't turn into unrequited love because your energy is somewhere else. Have this passionate new beginning. Let go of whatever fell apart. Don't give up. Just be cautious. Find your stability. Advice, please. Clarify. Yeah, you're in a healing process, and all of these elements will help you get there, at least faster. Page of Cups. You're just in this process where you're learning love, right? And you're learning love so you can have a healthier love. I don't know if you need to talk to somebody or text somebody, send them a message, whether it's closure, an apology, or receiving one, to spark this healing process. What is this outcome over here with the Emperor, Justice, Nine of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands, please? Eight of Swords, feeling stuck. Five of Swords, being stuck in your head. I don't know if you have a Libra here, because I see another energy back there. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Ghosting from like maybe an ex or an Aries. Feeling left out in the cold. There's a lot of things here. I think that you're starting a new chapter and new opportunities are coming in, but some old energy is keeping you stuck, at least in your mind temporarily. You are getting some justice here from something. But there is a potential of commitment coming in. Anything love gods, what you want to say here, please, for Leo? Love yourself first is here. And retreat. Yeah, you guys are in this place right now where you are in this space of retreating because you're taking some time out. Because I can see the pain. I can see something fell apart. And then it's saying you really need to love yourself first before you can go and love someone else. Does the ex have anything to say? Guys, I'm going to be doing extended readings very soon. And what we do in extended readings is something to this. We go into your person or whoever you're thinking about. And we drop tarot on the love cards. I lost myself for a little while. Your other person, they were so into themselves that they lost what was sight of this relationship. All right, last but not least, unicorns. Do you have anything you want to add to this reading? Guys, take this with a grain of salt. It's just meant to be funny. There's always a little grain of truth in it, but, you know, it's delivered in a kind of funny way. Drop the fucking ego. Vulnerability is hot as fuck. All right, guys. That's what I have for you this week. Please leave me your comments down below, and I'll see you on the next one.